having a niche in a sales business could be extremely beneficial because you could become what we would call the SME, right? The subject matter expert when it comes to that particular niche. Now, the niches that people really think about when it comes to real estate is things like first-time home buyers, right? But I'm going to give you some additional niches to think about to help your mind run a little bit and kind of help decide where your niche is. Now, one of the rules that I'll give you when trying to decide what your niche is that it should be something you're actually interested in, right? Like, don't go help teachers if you don't give two poops about teachers, right? But if you happen to have been a teacher, or maybe your parents were teachers and you have a lot of appreciation for teachers, then you could create an entire business around helping teachers become homeowners. You could even take it to professions, right? Let's go military. That's a great niche. It was a niche for me for a long time. You could say first-time home buyers. What about investors? I get a lot of agents that come to me and they say, I want to work with investors. And I go, great, let's go over what a return on investment looks like and a cap rate looks like for an investor, and crickets. Why? Because they haven't done the research and have zero interest on what it means to work with an investor. In their brains, they're thinking if I work with investors, they just buy a lot of properties. That's not necessarily true. They buy lots of properties for the right price or low price, understanding that they're going to get the right cap return. Areas could be a niche as well, right? So there are specific areas, and I'll just use South Florida because that's where I am. But in South Florida, there are specific areas that are very unique, like Cocoa Plum, Coconut Grove, Coral Gables. And there are agents that have a niche in those areas. There are agents that even take their niche even deeper and go waterfront properties only. Or they take it even deeper and go, let's say, older houses, right? Antique homes, wood-framed homes, CBS homes, modern homes, new builds. All of these are niches that you could develop and create. When you have this niche now, be careful, because now your marketing will be presenting this niche. And you cannot be upset if somebody buys property without you and it didn't fall in your niche. For instance, if you go around town saying, I'm David Kurz, the waterfront expert, and somebody buys an interior lot, and you say, hey, why didn't you call me? They're going to say, I thought you only work with waterfront homes. And you have to be able to accept that, understanding that you are working towards becoming the niche master when it comes to waterfront properties. So when you think niche, don't limit yourself. There are areas. You could work with the different types of buyers, investors, first-time home buyers. You can work different types of loans. You can work military. You can work different professions. Hometown heroes is a big one, right? A lot of people like to work with police officers, firefighters, teachers, nurses, doctors, right? Some people will niche it really on doctors alone. And they understand hospitals, and they understand doctor schedules, and they understand how doctors do their taxes, and they understand surgery times, and they understand availability, and they understand all of these different things that are important when you're working with a doctor. These are the things that if you are going to find the niche, you have to be able to study that niche, know that niche better than anyone in the world, and then market the hell out of that niche like no one has ever done before, and let people know you are that person. You are the person that focuses on that one thing, and build on that.